And what's going on, guys? Coming at you with another video. This one, as it is titled, is basically where I am finding the best use for Kestrel. So Kestrel's been out now for just about 2 weeks. If you purchased her offer, her event has been going on for just about a week. So most people are kind of starting to get Kestrel unlocked, as well as getting some stars on her. So just to kind of show where my Kestrel currently is, she is level 75, gear tier 12. I could take her up to gear tier 13. However, I am kind of just at the final stretch of Dark Dimension 4, and I am working on my legendary characters. And one of those legendary characters I'm working on is Dr. Octopus, who is a tech character. And he shares gear with Kestrel as far as she's a tech character. So I am saving all of my orange pieces until I have Dr. Octopus got up to gear tier 15. Once that does happen, I will take Kestrel up to gear tier 13 and 14, and I will start working on getting her towards gear tier 15 as well. But for the time being, I am holding off on just putting any more gear into her. Just I need the gear for the moment. You'll see over here, I have already maxed out all of her T4s. Her T4s are all phenomenal. She is very similar to Silver Surfer in the sense that everything is worthy of a T4. Kind of in a priority that I went in, I would say her passive definitely should be the first priority. As I've been playing her more and more, her special is getting a lot of use, so that would be my second choice. Third choice would be her basic, and then last choice would be the ultimate. The ultimate is just really good at kind of clearing an enemy. So let's talk about where I am finding the most use for Kestrel. So there's kind of a couple places she is really kind of shining for me. The first being in Arena. The next being, I kind of have come up with a little bit of a alternative raid team for U7. So we'll talk about that as well. And then also in RTA. Just kind of a combination. It's just insane. Other places that I will think she will have some use. Obviously, in War, she is finding some use as well. Dark Dimension, I think she is a great Dark Dimension 4 character. I'm planning to take her in on Mini Call, but Kale was already well into the Dark Dimension process when Kestrel was released, and Dracarys is actually already in the Cosmic section as well. So they're kind of a little too far ahead to at least use Kestrel in the first pass. I'm planning to use Kestrel in the second pass, but Mini, I think, will be using Kestrel both in Dark Dimension 3 and Dark Dimension 4. So without further ado, let's jump into this. With the Arena, I was typically sitting kind of around the 100 or so mark, and since I have added Kestrel to this team, I have gotten down to as low as 48. So this is actually the team I currently use on defense. And there's a couple reasonings behind this. The AI will play this team very well. So depending on who my opponent is, my offense does switch a little bit. So that is kind of the standard team I use if I'm going up against a Black Order team. The only thing I will kind of change if it's not Black Order and it's kind of more of a hybrid team, which I am starting to see more of, I will actually swap this around a little bit. And what I would do is I would actually replace Mr. Sinister and Dr. Octopus for Shatterstar and Longshot. And then also, depending on the other team, I actually might replace either Emma or Surfer with Baron Zemo, depending on the team. But let's just kind of go through. I think a lot of people are still seeing a lot of Black Order. Or kind of like weird hybrids like this. So let's go in. We will go up against this one. We will do kind of the original hybrid that I was kind of talking about. And we will go in with Shatterstar and Longshot. Now, the reason I don't use this team against standard Black Order is Black Order's a little too fast, and they end up like destroying the Dad Bros. Without a full Black Order, though, it works really well with the hybrids, and kind of there are some kind of key plays you will need to make. The biggest being that for Shatterstar, you're going to want to go ahead and use his special, as well as the same thing for Kestrel. So we did just get ability blocked there. That's not too bad, though. We will go in, we will ability block Emma Frost over here. We did get a crit, and now this team is really going to start moving. So we are going to go in with Shatterstar Special, get some defense downs on the team, and this will allow Kestrel to basically start pinging or deleting characters. So basically anyone now that gets attacked with defense down is going to cause Kestrel to attack again. So looking at this, Ebony Maw will probably get attacked. Boom, so his death proof is almost gone. Kestrel did just delete my long shot, but that's okay. We are still in a good spot. We are going to go in and get a couple more defense downs on the field, and I think it is really important to use Kestrel's special first, just to kind of get additional defense downs on the field. So you'll notice now, Emma Frost, believe it or not, her special, because she applies slow, it's considered an attack. So this will get rid of Ebony Maw for us. So Ebony Maw is done. And now pretty much this fight is pretty easy. We'll focus down a little bit on Silver Surfer, rather, just to get him a little lower. So you'll notice now with Kestrel's ultimate, she is going to clear all these positive buffs first, and then she's going to go in and attack Surfer. So there's a good chance Surfer is going to get deleted with this. Or at least very close to it. We'll go in now, we will do this, and this fight is pretty much over. We'll go in just for good measures. We will blind Kestrel over here, and that will cause a ping, and this fight is won. So it's kind of interesting to see now that the arena meta is starting to shift again. You're seeing a lot more hybrid teams and a lot of not just standard Black Order. When I do run across standard Black Order, like we do have right here, I'm going to go in just with a core refresh and just kind of show how I handle Black Order. The team stays, like I said, pretty similar with these three kind of core members, and then I just kind of situationally switch out for other members. So like I said, Black Order is really a fast team, and they do kind of get a lot of their stuff done on turn one. So I find that this team actually can kind of persevere through Black Order's initial turn, and once that first turn is kind of over with, the rest of the team is pretty easy to deal with. So we'll go in. Again, there are some kind of play styles you do have to do, but it's pretty easy, and I mean, I would say like 99.9% of the chance I win this fight. Even if the event, Kestrel is actually not as important for this fight, but as long as basically Surfer kind of lives, I can win this match. So you start off, you do Silver Surfer's ultimate to get that taunt off of Calypsidian over here, and then Kestrel is going to go in, will pop in her special, get some defense downs on the field. Hopefully she doesn't get deleted. All right, good. She lived through that. Next thing that is important is we want to get some regens on the field, so we use Dr. Octopus's special, and now is basically when Kestrel is going to start popping and doing her thing. So we've got slows on the field, and what's going to happen is while we are basically knocking down Calypsidian's health, Kestrel is going to be slowly pinging down onto, it looks like, Proxima first. This fight is basically a done deal now. Other kind of things that are important. The kill order really isn't as important with this match, especially with this team, but it is important when you do get to Emma Frost's next turn and her ultimate is available. You actually want to use her ultimate on Ebony Maw over here. That way his ultimate doesn't land because he'll be blinded, and that just makes the fight go a little bit faster, and you don't have to worry about timing out or anything like that. But I would say I've got like 99.9% effectiveness with this. Between Emma Frost and Dr. Octopus, the team really can't keep any positive buffs on themselves, so her ultimate here is going to clear all the positives. Ebony Maw is now blinded, so when he goes to do his ultimate, it's not going to do any damage, it's just going to miss, and you also don't get any of those slowdowns. And like I said, Kestrel isn't as important with this team. It's kind of more Silver Surfer, and then Emma and Dr. Octopus, and the other ones are kind of just, fillers, basically. If you didn't have Dr. Octopus, you could probably bring in Black Bolt would be another decent option, but he is a little bit on the slower side, so just kind of keep that in mind. And again, the only reason I don't like the Dad Bros for this situation is in my experience, when they kind of go through this fight, they don't normally live kind of past that first set of turns, or it's just, I don't know. I don't know if I might maybe having bad luck or what, but that's just kind of my experience. So this fight is a done match. Boom, we are done with that. And it's been really interesting just to kind of see. I'm going to start working kind of on a similar team for Mini, and I think I can really kind of push a lot further into the arena meta than I have been currently on Mini. Mini currently right now is sitting at rank 81, so actually not that bad, but I think I can definitely push that a little further. And, just while we're here, I'm going to go in with another Black Order team. So you're seeing here, this is about 100 and... actually, let's go in with this one. We'll go into 28. So this is only 120k punch up. Really not that big of a punch up with what this team can handle. But we'll do this. We'll finish this up as far as the arena fights and just kind of how I'm liking them. Like I said, surprisingly, the team does seem to be holding pretty well on arena defense as well. And this is the actual full team that I use on arena defense. It plays very well. And the only reason I like this team versus the Dad Bro team for arena defense is just because for the Dad Bros, it's really imperative that Shatterstar uses his special, and that is not normally the case when the AI is playing. The AI will always do the ultimate first, and then follow up with the special. And it's just really kind of important to get those defense downs on the field. So the AI just doesn't play it as smart as I would like. Whereas this team, for the most part, it pretty much plays, I think, the way I would play it. Obviously, you do have a little RNG with, depending on who your AI Sinister clones, but for the most part, I'm finding that my team is holding defense pretty well. So I think when I woke up this morning, I had only gone down like 10 or 15 slots, where previously when I had Black Order as my arena defense, I would sometimes drop down like 100 slots overnight. So, just kind of going on that. Let's go in. Let's actually just go ahead and delete Maw. We'll get rid of him. And that's kind of another cool thing with Kestrel's ultimate, since it clears the positive buffs before she does her attack. A lot of the times, like if an enemy has death proof and they don't have a large health pool like Cull Obsidian over here, she can normally kind of just delete them. So, I mean, that's pretty cool too. We'll go in. Emma's blind isn't as important with this one. We'll just go in and blind Proxima. Because of the Ebony Maw is down. Boom, you saw that. She actually just pinged Cull Obsidian and actually knocked him out. And this fight is just, again, I could pretty much auto this at this point, and the fight would go just as well. What'll happen is as I am attacking Thanos, he's going to start to get pinged by Kestrel. And, I mean, it's just a done deal. So this is a 3v2, and it's going to very quickly be, or I'm sorry, not a 3v2, it's a 5v2, and it'll very quickly become a 5v1. We've got that deleted, and boom, he is down for the count. So this is just kind of what I'm using for my arena team. Like I said, it is a little situational, so when I am running into more of those hybrid teams, I am actually switching up the non-3 core members, basically, as I'm calling them. And so, yeah, so that's kind of how that's going. This is actually probably, I think, the lowest arena rank I have had in a very long time. Let's actually look. So this is actually my all-time highest arena rank. And so, yeah, I mean, that's pretty cool. I should maybe be able to hold this actually until the arena payout. And when we're looking at rewards, I'm just curious if I should maybe bump down and maybe kind of go for this 11 to 20. We'll see. We might actually come back to that and just do a couple more arena fights. But so the second thing I do want to talk about is a raid team. And I know we just entered Use 7.5, and the raids obviously have naturally been getting a little bit harder as we continue kind of progressing through the system. And I know kind of the symbiotes for some people are still their primary raid team, and they still do very well for themselves. And I mean, mind you, Kale has ginormous symbiotes. I mean, if you look at my symbiotes by themselves, they're 642. Very strong team. 3 out of the 5 are G15. The other 2 are G14. They are all, with the exception of Scream, 7 stars, and, at least 5 red stars. Several of them, Anti-Venom, Carnage, and Symbiote Spider-Man are 6 red. So I do have very big symbiotes. I know that is not the case with a lot of people. So I will be curious to test this maybe on a lower powered team, or see how y'all feel doing this with a weaker team. But kind of what I've done is I've subbed out Venom for Kestrel. And the reasoning behind this, and I'm going to start this fight just so that doesn't time out, but kind of the cool thing is both Symbiote Spider-Man and Scream have the ability to place defense down in their kit. And normally, I would say a lot of characters don't pair very well with the symbiotes, because basically what ends up happening is the symbiotes keep going, and of course my Kestrel gets deleted. The symbiotes keep going, and what happens is basically the extra character you bring along doesn't get any of their turns. So that was just some horrible RNG. We will finish. Actually, let's actually quit out of this fight. I'll just do a raid refresh. And because that's just really stupid. That's just horrible luck on my end. This can happen, obviously. So basically, the idea behind this video was if you lose one of your symbiotes, Kestrel can kind of sub in. And so we'll kind of go back into that. But basically, so what we're going for is Symbiote Spider-Man and Scream both have a defense down mechanic in their kit. Carnage can possibly spread those defense downs. So basically, what's kind of going on is the symbiotes are doing a lot of the work, and kind of all Kestrel is doing is just kind of pinging other characters. So we'll go in with our special, get some defense downs on the field. But so you'll notice now, so we did just kind of get that first little oomph going. So Kestrel probably won't get another attack by her actual self. But what you'll see here is we're going to go in and just kind of start pinging characters. And it's important to use Symbiote Spider-Man's basic to get some more defense downs on the field. She pinged again. We will get rid of Carnage over here, and we got another ping. We'll go in, we'll do that. So now we just have these 3 little enemies left. This should be a quick, easy fight. I am going to do, obviously, another fight from start to finish, just to kind of really fully show the strategy. But what's really important with this one is kind of more so using Symbiote Spider-Man's basic to get those defense downs on the field. And so, like, Kestrel here, only got her 1 attack. Her actual, 1 physical attack, but you'll notice here that she's getting all of those passive attacks. So she kind of pairs well. Obviously, the thing that you do have to worry about is if Kestrel does get deleted on turn 1, obviously that is an issue. And the problem then becomes is that Kestrel cannot be revived by Anti-Venom. So, that's the only thing that is a bit of a drawback. I wouldn't maybe use this as your made rain team, especially if you don't have a big Kestrel. But if your Kestrel happens to be bigger than your Venom, I think it definitely becomes maybe a little bit more of an option. So we've got a couple defense downs on the field. So we're just going to go in. We're going to stun real quick. But you'll see Kestrel's going to ping, so the symbiotes all get speed up. Now with Scream, the move you want to use with her is going to be her special. Her special is going to be the one that applies those defense downs. So we've got speed up again, and I think they actually resisted those, which is kind of unfortunate. But we'll go in, we will attack with AV. Anti-Venom is then going to attack again because of the speed. Kestrel's going to ping. And now we'll just kind of go in, we'll do a basic. We'll get some more defense downs with Symbiote Spider-Man. We've got another speed up. We will attack here and there. Kestrel will ping. And now we are on to the next set. Symbiote Spider-Man, again, we've got some more defense downs going. So now we will kind of start that ping process all over again. We'll get a couple disrupteds on the field. Kestrel will go. Let's go in. We will attack this Iron Man, get another red, so our symbiotes get speed up. Kestrel deletes another character. Let's go in, hopefully spread that defense down, which we did. So we've got another defense down on the field. We will do this. It should chain over. We've got another defense down. Kestrel will ping. And so kind of what you're seeing here, like I said, Kestrel doesn't actually get to attack. I don't think she attacked at all this whole thing, if I'm not mistaken. She might have gotten one attack in, but all of her attacks here are passives. And because once the symbiotes really start rolling and getting characters into the into the red, rather, they just keep getting that speed up. So they pair really well with Kestrel, especially after there's a defense down on the field. Basically, anytime you attack, you are going to get that extra ping. So let's go in with a boss node. And then this will wrap up the raid fights, and then I can show you guys a couple RTA fights. It's pretty similar. The RTA, I kind of just use a consistent team, and that's just because you don't really know who you're facing, and there is no possibility of going up against full Black Orders. So we did just lose our Carnage there. So that's not good. Let's go in. We do need to slow these guys down a little bit, so let's get some stuns on the field. We will get some defense downs on, and let us get Carnage back up, because Carnage is very important to this process. We're going to go over here and get some defense downs on Fury, as well as a bonus attack. And now the steamrolling should kind of start. So we've got that attack in. Kestrel deleted Fury. Let's go get some defense downs on the field. We got one on the Shield Trooper over there. Again, Kestrel is now pinging. We will get some buffs on our side with AV. And yeah, so we'll just kind of keep this going. Basically, the goal now is we just have to get that taunt off of the shield security over here. Because what we would like to do is with Carnage over here, we would like to spread those defense downs. But we did just get a defense down on shield security by using Symbiote Spider-Man's basic. And we're going to see now, so we've got some more in the yellow. We will hopefully spread those defense downs. We got a spread over to Mystique over here. Let's go in, let's just get more defense downs. We'll use Kestrel's basic. Hopefully Kestrel lives through this. She did. Perfect. So now, let's see, where should we go? Let's attack here to just keep the defense downs going. Kestrel pinged again. We will apply some disrupted so they don't go into stealth. That one is deleted. Let's see. Let's try to spread this defense down over to Cable, which we did. We will get Mystique down the rest of the way, and at the same time, Kestrel over here is pinging Cable, which is pretty cool. We'll start lowering these two over here, get some red going. She then deleted Cable. Let's go and get rid of Shield Assault, deleted Mystique. And now, so we are missing some defense downs, but we will get them back on the field in just a moment. And so yeah, this is just kind of how I'm running Kestrel. I'm probably, in general, will stick with just my normal Sims, just because they can play this on auto, and I don't actually have to physically play. And that's certainly a first world problem, as I'm playing 3 accounts. So if I don't have to fully play a raid on one account, I'm kind of always going to go for that option. But this is definitely something I am thinking about on mini call. As for mini, like the symbiotes are still able to kind of get through U7.4. They were able to do okay. I think I am getting to the PowerPoint, though, where they are maybe not going to be cutting it as much, and I'm kind of thinking of ways to subsidize them. So this is kind of one of the ideas I had. So we're going in here. So, I mean, I think in this fight, Kestrel had one actual attack, and the rest of them have all been just kind of these ping attacks. And I think it's a really kind of cool mechanic. I don't think a lot of people have really mentioned pairing Kestrel with the symbiotes, in particular in raids. And I mean, you're seeing here, I mean, she does a crazy amount of damage with her passive. So that's just something I've been kind of playing around with. Hopefully y'all enjoyed that aspect of it. Sorry it started off kind of crummy and Kestrel got deleted on the first one. But, you know, again, that's an RNG thing. Stuff happens. And I mean, if you look here, I mean, Kestrel's doing a good amount of work. That's normally, I would say, pretty much on par with the damage I would normally be at for around that node. So last but not least, let's look at RTA. And you will see my RTA team is kind of already loaded in, and this team here is just absolutely insane. I've had situations, a couple of them actually now, where my opponent doesn't even get a single attack, which is, I mean, just really crazy, and I feel like a bit of a bully doing it, but I mean, it is what it is. It is RTA. So we're going in here, it's about 168k punch-up. We've got some G15s. Actually, I think they're all G15 on that quick little look. So the important thing here is we want to start getting going with Baron Zemo. We will go in and let's ability block Symbiote Spider-Man. Hopefully we get a crit, which we did. So now the important part of this is we need to have Shatterstar do his special, which will get defense downs on the field. And now at this point, it's pretty much game over. So Kestrel is going to basically start pinging on all of the defense downs. We got another attack going. Let's go in with the ultimate now. And I think this might be a situation of no attacks. So let's go in. We will delete Black Bolt. We will go in and slow Black Bolt, which should stop him from going. Sinister is going to try to clone. That doesn't work. So we weren't able to do this with a flawless victory. We did get attacked once, which, you know, not too bad considering that was a 100 and what did I say, 50, 168k punch up. We were looking at a G15 Sinister, Anti-Venom, and I believe a G15 Symbiote Spider. I think this is actually a full G15 team, or at least I can't tell with Carnage. I think Carnage wasn't, and I don't think Symbiote Spider-Man was. I think they were G14, but pretty crazy. You know, going that big of a punch up, and Black Bolt was only able to attack once. Pretty insane, in my opinion. Let's go in with the second fight. You know, I have done this match a few times now where, I mean, I've done this against people that have unlocked Doctor Doom. They weren't using it in their actual fight, but they had unlocked Doctor Doom, and they still didn't get an attack. So again, we're looking at a 150k punch-up. We've got two G15s with Ghost and Mr. Sinister. The rest are G14. So let's see, how do we want to play this? Let's go in, let's ability block Tackmaster. We don't want him doing those blinds. We've got the speed up. Let's go in with Shatterstar special again, get some defense downs on the field. We did get attacked, so it won't be, again, a flawless victory, but part of that, again, is because Ghost has that counterattack mechanic. Boom, we got rid of the Ghost. Let's go in and slow Black Bolt a little bit. We just deleted Sinister, never even got a chance to summon, even though Kestrel wouldn't have let him anyway. Boom, we will go in with Longshot's ult, and Black Bolt will get a turn. So again, this isn't as clean of a victory as the last one, or as some of my flawless ones, but we'll go in with Kestrel's ult, delete Ebony Maw, boom, that is done, and this is basically a done deal. So I mean, this team, you know, in the words of OMG, just kind of wrecks nerds. It's an insane team. So I'm kind of using this once I basically finish my daily objectives, and if I do still need to get in a couple of knockouts, this is the way to go. Again, you saw here 150k punch up, and you know they did 400,000 damage to my 2 million. Again, my team barely got damaged. Emma got hit by Black Bolt, and I think Kestrel got counterattacked by Ghost. But this team is just positively insane. We'll go in, we'll do one more fight. would love to get kind of a flawless victory on one of these where the enemy doesn't do any damage, but we'll see. So here we've got a let's see, we've got G15 actually on everyone over here. So this is kind of it's very comparable to my arena team. Their Baron Zemo went first, which can make this a little tricky. Let's see what happens. All right, they deleted my Kestrel. Let's see if we can recover from this. It is still possible. We'll go in, we'll block Emma. And if we do win this one, this is going to be more a testament to the remainder of the team and not as much to Kestrel. But I think we actually should be able to win this one, if I'm not mistaken. So what'll happen with that is if you do come into the situations where you are kind of facing a mirror opponent, it's going to kind of come down to which Zemo goes first, and it does become a little bit of kind of a coin toss. So this one I am going to lose. So I'm going to be curious when we end this. I'm going to have to look at their Zemo, and their Zemo might have been a lot bigger than mine. And in those situations, I would say you'll probably lose most of the time. So not a obviously 100%. Flawless team. Like, every team can be countered, and a lot of it is going to come down to power, obviously. And when you're facing a similarly powered team that's like the exact same composition, if one of the key members on their side is stronger than yours, that's obviously going to make a difference. And I want to say, I think their Zemo was a lot bigger than mine, but let's look in a sec when we lose this. But I would say, 3 out of 4 fights, very easy wins. I would say that's not too bad in my opinion. Let's look. So actually, yeah. So their Zemo was a little bit bigger than mine. Nothing too crazy, but that bigger Zemo does make him a little bit faster. So yeah, but overall, I would say not too bad. I would say those tests were pretty successful. And looking over here, I did drop down, obviously, a little in arena rank, but not too terrible. We are getting close to arena reset, so basically a lot of people are kind of pushing for those arena ranks. But anyway, that's going to be it for this video. Hopefully y'all found this helpful. If you did, please like and subscribe. As always, thank you so much for watching. Hope this is helping you find a good place to use Kestrel. And if you all have any questions, feel free to reach out to me on Discord. Again, thank you so much for watching. Have a good week and take it easy.